welcome back to my channel. This is What is Wednesday. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, welcome. What is Wednesday is a series started on my channel where anybody and everybody can comment, complain, and your concerns out there. I basically do what is, where is, why is, and I'm now going to be doing how is, or how. So basically you can come to my channel, comment anywhere you want. I have the links to my social medias are down in the description box down below of every video. So without further ado, let's get into some of you guys' complaints.
Host Cherish, as you just heard with that intro, this is What is Wednesday. We are at episode 24. This week's is a little bit of a struggle. I do want to just throw in here, I am in no way a therapist. I never claimed to. I did take a quarter of a semester of psychology, mostly child psychology. I just didn't think I was qualified for adult psychology, so I did take 1/4 of a semester of child psychology, but honestly, none of these people that have done their What is Wednesday this week were looking for a child psychologist of any type. Honestly, I didn't have a lot of answers when we were bouncing it around. So let's get into this. This is, a lot of them are relationship details and surrounded, basically. So let's get into them. So the first one comes from a friend on Twitter. Warning also, they're kind of long. I did shorten them up as much as I could, but they are pretty long. Okay, so this one's from a friend on Twitter, and she says, how do you handle your feelings of being insecure? I have been married to my husband for 8 years now. His ex-wife just went through a tragic divorce from her husband of 5 years. Long story short, my husband and my ex started talking. I guess they used to be dating on and off again during middle school and high school years. But once they got married, everything went wrong for them. And then I met him and we were married after 3 months of dating. But as of recent, he is constantly on the phone with her, and at all hours of the day and night. He has rejected any of her askings to meet up for coffee unless I am able to come as well, to which she always makes excuses to cancel. Laughs slightly amused. The point is that recently they have been talking a lot more than we have, if that makes any sense. Anytime I ask to talk about any topic, he always says he's uncomfortable and gets up and goes to call her, and they talk for hours. And he comes back and the subject is suddenly changed. The subject has recently been about having kids. And what if I was pregnant? How would he feel? End of story is just this. What, or rather, how should I feel in this situation? So a lot of these, like this kind of topic, I'm just going to leave them out there for you guys to answer, since when we were doing a lot of the talking, it was kind of one of those, well, because I'm not a therapist of any kind, I don't want to have any answers. But if any of you guys have an answer, be it a psychiatrist, a therapist, or not, feel free to leave how you feel that. So the second one comes from a friend on Instagram, and she says, how do you know if you are being cheated on? And how do you handle it if you are? Hopefully no one gets confused by this. I'll try and straighten it out as I go through. I was confused the first 2 times she told me. So, okay. My brother-in-law, so her husband's brother, his best friend, her husband's brother, best friend, who is a dude, has a cousin who is a chick. So her husband's brother's best friend's cousin, who is a chick. Hopefully that made sense. Like I said, it took me 3 times before I understood it. And my husband, so the cousin, who is the chick, have been friends with her husband for 25 years. It's because of her that me and my husband even met. But just before lockdown, my husband was always hanging out with his brothers or at his brother's house. I guess every time his brother's friend came over, the cousin would follow. My husband and her would always hang out since my husband and her are not gamers. But my brother-in-law and his friends are. During Christmas last year, I went to the party with my husband and noticed the cousin chick, I love how she puts that, cousin chick, was flirting up and down with my husband, and he seemed to enjoy it. When we went home, I casually asked him, "So you and Tina seem chummy today." He shrugged it off, but then he got a text from her, and the pic for her contact on his phone was of her in a bikini top. Her contact name was TT. Yeah. Well, when I asked him about it, he got defensive and said I was being too insecure about the whole thing and that I'm making a big deal out of nothing. He went to the bathroom with his phone and called her. He was on the phone for 3 hours with her. When they were done, he told me she convinced him he was a jerk. And he said he was so sorry for how he treated my feelings in this situation. He then told me she was a swimsuit model and the picture was all she had in her phone to send him at the time. When I asked him how come he didn't just take a pic in person, he told me he didn't want me to get jealous of him having a picture of her in his phone. I have since tried to let it go, but more things like this have happened since lockdown. Mind you, we have only been married 4 years. New Year's we will be starting on 5 years. But can my relationship make it that long with everything going on with our relationship as it is? Yeah, that is a really hard one. So this next one isn't any easier. It's a little bit stranger and difficult. And honestly, when we were talking, it was like, okay, I really would not know what to tell you or how to handle it. Okay. So this one comes from a friend on Twitter, and he says, "What do you guys think it means when the woman of your dreams that you have had a crush on for the past 2 years, but you can't date because she is your best friend's sister, and it would be awkward, but she calls you Poppy, aka Daddy in English, when she introduces you to her best friends at a birthday party for your best friend's son who is turning 5. All while your best friend is standing next to you when she says this and looks at you. He looks at you and in private asks you how long you have been dating his sister, who is 5 years younger than him. P.S. She is 18. I am 17 and my best friend is 23. Also, what do you do?" And that's what I told him. I was like, oh God, that is really like, it's a tough one. You know, they always say don't date your best friend's siblings. You know, that one can be a little bit, oh God, what do you do? Okay, so this last one is actually just sort of a short one. It's kind of like a hope for everyone, I guess. Well, I say everyone, but not everyone, I guess. The next one is from a friend on Instagram, and she says simply this: "Who else is hoping and praying that September Disneyland will actually finally be open? I can't wait to see if it will actually happen. I am looking forward to it so bad." So that one's just really, really short, which is kind of okay because all the other ones were actually pretty long and in depth. So those were all the ones that we had for today. I hope you guys are enjoying the background. The background is here to stay, though closer to October, there will be a couple more changes. I do have a best friend who is working on getting me a backdrop for this year. So that would be really cool. I told her she don't need to, but she really wants to. But yeah, so there will only be a couple more changes. This is technically going to be covered for the holiday. As you can see, the pillow was already flipped to the black side. Yeah, so as you guys can see, that is all the accoutrement, that is the decorations for October, Halloween, whatever you be calling it. And as you can tell, I already started rocking the black lipstick, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, if you guys have any answers or commentary, thoughts, leave them down in the comment section below. All these people who submitted What is Wednesdays really do want answers. I have told them seeking help might help, but some of them are just like, I'm a little iffy, and I totally would understand. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. The playlist over here, or the playlist is over here in the iCard. The description box already has the list too for each video link. So that if you guys missed any specifically, you can just click the links and go directly to that video itself and catch up that way. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys, and I'll see you next week.